right, episode number 6 of Wheelin N Dealin. This week, of course, we've got our driver, our QB1, Mr. EJ Hilliard. And in the back seat, we got Mr. Tyler Jones and Mr. Jerron McGaw. How we doing, fellas?
Tired.
Definitely tired. It's too early.
Why don't you walk us through the past 2 weeks and some things that we need to improve on this week to bring home a nice home W?
Past 2 weeks, starting with Green Bay. Tough loss. We started off slow as a team, offense, defense, special teams. And they did what they wanted to do. They punched us in the mouth, and we responded, but we responded too late. And then fast forward last week to Iowa Barnstormers. They did the same exact thing. Defense came out, got a great stop. Offense came out, we scored, and then from there it's kind of like the momentum just shifted somehow, some way. But games like that, you need those to get prepared for the playoffs. Every scenario, every situation, and just being able to bounce back from those. We get a chance to play those guys again this Saturday, so it's definitely going to be a different ball game.
Absolutely. This Saturday, we are bringing Iowa to our house. It is QC Legends Night. We'll be honoring some QC athletes for their accomplishments in the pro world. So look forward to seeing all of those legends out. Look forward to seeing all Wheeler Nation out so we can support our Wheelers and come out with a big W against the Barnstormers. In the back seat, we got Tyler and Jerron. Tyler, why don't you let Wheeler Nation know a little bit about yourself, your passion for the game, and what your goals are for the rest of the season?
Okay, yeah, my name is Tyler Jones. I was the original Steamwheeler back in 2018 along with EJ and Rudd. Not original because that was 10 years before that. But, I've been here for a while. The area is familiar to me, wide receiver. First season as a rookie was under Coach Ross, and I was around with Nigel and Coach Peters and all those guys. So it's still one of those things to where, we've always had a good organization here. Corey always does a good job with, teaching you guys how to play the game, because ring football is a lot different than outdoors. It's one of those games that, it's fast paced, it's an offensive game. So being on the offense, when you're not scoring a lot of points, it does get frustrating. But, as far as, the past losses, it's something we can learn from. A lot of teaching moments from those losses. The season's nowhere near over, so, we have a lot of time left to fix up the kinks, all the little individual pieces that, we need to, get better at. We got a few weeks left of regular season. I believe we can win out, and obviously make this playoff push like we all want to do and go from there.
Absolutely. And Jerron, why don't you introduce yourself to Wheeler Nation as well?
Oh yeah, I'm Jerron McGaw. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. First year with the team. Love the team, love the atmosphere. First year in the IFL as well, so they kind of welcomed me with open arms. Definitely a family-oriented organization. Goals for the team, I just want to win. At all costs. Doesn't matter what it looks like or how we get it done. As long as we come out with a W as a team and we're executing in all 3 phases of the game: offense, defense, special teams. As long as we win, sorry.
All right. Some rapid fire questions for the gentleman in the back. Favorite color? Jerron. Gray. All right. Tyler? Red. Okay. Nickname? Tyler.
T. Jones.
T. Jones. All right. Jerron?
They call me Itty Bitty or Polo G on the team, so we just gonna go with those.
Okay. All right. Favorite food?
Shrimp, seafood guy.
All right.
I'm gonna have to go with steak. Steak is my thing.
What are you getting it off of the grill? Medium well? Medium?
Sure.
All right.
Medium.
And just plain steak, or are you going with some sauce?
Plain.
No, want steak sauce?
Nah, can't do steak
need
sauce.
some what?
Can't
Steak
do
sauce?
Can't do steak sauce.
You got to stick with the straight meat, guys. Straight meat.
Pause.
Straight pause.
Favorite subject in school?
Favorite what?
Favorite subject in school?
You got 2 graduates back there too.
Yeah.
Graduates, collegiate.
I kind of like the English though.
English?
Communication.
All right.
Yeah, I like English. Like right.
T. Jones
I
back there.
must have to go
did back then.
I would have to go with history. Nowadays, learning about our history, it's something that I hated back in the day. But looking back on it now,
History's
it's interesting.
All right.
They're pretty smart right there. So we got our 2 guys, 2 wide receivers, 2 of my targets. We're gonna start with Itty Bitty, like you said, Indiana guy. First of all, who's your favorite pro team? Are you a Pacers fan?
I am.
Pacers.
Pacers fan,
And what about football?
Gotta go with the Colts, hometown.
Hometown.
Sticking with the home
Yeah,
teams.
hometown.
All right.
Since yesterday was Father's Day, man, I know Itty Bitty's father is in his life, was in his life, helped him get to this point. So just elaborate a little bit about your father and what he means to you to this day.
Oh yeah, of course. So that's definitely my inspiration. Give you a little backstory. Is my stepdad has raised me. You know what I'm saying, from 5 years old to now. You know what I'm saying. So him making that sacrifice for me, taking me in as his, teaching me everything, morals, values, everything I need to know to become a man, a better man. He's pushed me in sports, helped me to become, the best version of myself on and off the field. And he supported me. He's always came to the games, the practices, everything. Whether I was playing good or bad, genuine, unconditional love. That's something. It's priceless. You know what I'm saying? So definitely love him. Happy Father's Day to him.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Absolutely.
My father. T. Jones, same question for you. Your father figure, inspiration.
Ask the question again, sir.
T. Jones, he's a Missouri guy. They say he's from the show me state, so we got to show him the question.
Show me the question. Show me the question.
Nah, I was saying since yesterday was Father's Day. Anybody you want to give your shout out to, pass your flowers to?
Yeah, I got a lot of father figures. My blood father, he moved to Florida, so we talk occasionally, but we always talk in sports. He's one of those guys that will always tell me to keep pushing. I've just turned 29, still playing. As long as I can play, keep doing it, because you don't last forever. Football is one of those sports that you really don't get a lot of years in. So the fact that I'm 29, still able to play, and still healthy for the most part, it's one of those things that I'm really blessed. And I really think about the conversation I had with him when it comes to playing until you can't no more. So it's one of those things when you got, as much passion for the sport, for the game that you have, and you get a bunch of support from obviously your parents, your family, your father, and all the fans and everyone else involved, supporting what you got going. It's one of those things to where, you got to keep doing it. If you can do it and still, provide for your family, do things of that sort, why not? It's always going to be a sacrifice, going away from the ones you love for 4 or 5, 6 months out of the year. It's one of those things for me that as long as I'm able to still provide, they understand I'm still chasing the dream. So it's one of those things to where, if I can do it, I got the support to do it, and I want to do it, I'm going to do it. So it's like, I appreciate my father, I appreciate my family, all the support around us, that's huge when it comes to, winning, motivation, and everything else involved.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Like I said earlier, we're bringing Iowa to the house. We've beat them once, they've beat us once. So this is kind of the rubber match. Of course, being at our home this time, hoping to bring home a big W. Give me some key points that we think we need to bring forth Saturday to bring home the big W. Jerron.
I just think just come out and execute from the start. No slow starts. Like when we come out and we go fast, I think we play our best ball. Playing fast, playing physical, on point. Everybody know their assignments. We're good to go. And don't take them lightly. They may be 2-9, 3-9, but on any given day, any given game, you can be beat. If you're not coming with your A game or you're not prepared, you can be beat. So come out fast and execute. I think we'll be good.
Absolutely. Now, if you were to get that big contract from the NFL, what would your dream car be if you got that big contract?
Let's see.
You're already driving that Camaro, so you got that Camaro. You got that Camaro already.
Yeah,
So
I think I'll probably get a newer version of the Camaro.
All right, a little more bells and whistles, maybe.
Yeah, just a little bit. Keep it a little classy.
All right, Tyler, you're driving that nice Toyota. What would your dream wheels be?
I just got the Toyota Tundra from Thanksgiving last year. So that was kind of a dream vehicle. The only thing I would change would get a higher trim, cost $10,000-$20,000 more. Shout out Toyota. I just decided to make that big purchase. You know, I wanted to get, I've been driving a few older vehicles through the years, so I decided, once I got the big boy job, started making real money that I could, kind of afford to get what I wanted. So
All right.
I'm in that position right now.
So, speaking of old wheels, what was your first vehicle?
I had a 98 Oldsmobile
All right.
Grand Prix.
Any stories behind that
I got a
vehicle?
lot of stories with that car. Overheating, stuck on the highway, But I'm thankful for it all, you know what I'm saying? So able to do better. So it's always good.
And Tyler, your first vehicle?
I want to say it's a 2004 Malibu. I'm trying to think.
All right.
I done went through a lot of cars though, so I'm sure there's one before that, but that's the one I remember the most.
My first car was a Malibu, but my first one was a 78 Malibu. So, few years before yours.
That's real.
All right, we've done some wheeling. It's time for some dealing. EJ, let us know what we're riding in this week.
We have this 2021 TRD Avalon. It's kind of similar to the Camry. It's nice, it's smooth. I was gonna kick it in sport mode, but I didn't want to scare everybody off. No, I like this car. It got that black on the outside. I'm like a matte black type guy, but this black is kind of growing on me. And then the inside pretty smooth. There's enough space in here. I was gonna have them hop in that minivan, but I might say that for the last episode.
We'll get the minivan before this season's over for sure. All right, we are wrapping up this week. Again, it is Legends Night. Be sure and show your love and support for the Wheelers. Also, your love and support for all of the QC legends that have made it onto the pro game. But for right now, we're out. We'll look forward to seeing you.
Get it, baby.
Sure.